Alright boys, left work about 5 minutes ago. I got my hair on fire heading west. It's about 45 degrees and I'm about to seek and destroy some squirrels, so y'all come with me. Alright boys and girls, we're about to go try to find some more squirrels this afternoon. I'm actually gonna head in right here. Yeah, just gonna try to find some more squirrels, put them in the freezer. Not really eating them right now. I ate that one mess of them, but it's not like you want to eat all of them at once. So I'm gonna try to put some in the freezer, save them for other times and for more people that like to eat squirrel, which is not my wife and not anybody in my family that I know. But I'll find somebody to eat them, or I'll just eat them myself. But either way, I'm gonna get down into these woods and try to find some more squirrels. I don't really feel like doing a ton of walking today. I think I'm gonna go sit on a log until I hear one, or until the sun goes down. So we'll see what happens. Hello? Squirrel hunting? Yeah, I'm right behind the house. I just killed one. Hold on. Let me put you in my pocket. I got one on the limb right here. Are you still there? That's 2 squirrels down in the first 10 minutes. So they, and I know there's at least 2 more right here in this particular patch, because I saw one and I heard the other. So I'm gonna make my way over to this next little tree right here, and I'm gonna sit still for about 20 minutes and see what happens. So turn the camera back on. That means I'm on.
day, buddy. I got there, the first 10 minutes, I had 2 on the ground. And I was listening to a third one bark in the tree after I shot the second one. And watched another one go up his tree. And got around, I think I killed the one that I saw, not the one that I heard after that. And ended up getting over in some thick stuff. And I heard a ton this evening. All you had to do was go sit somewhere for 10 minutes, and all of a sudden you'd have 4 or 5 of them running around. You just got to kind of pick one and go after it. And ended up seeing a couple more that I couldn't get to, hearing a lot of them. Missed one right there at the end. I shot at 5 squirrels and killed 4 of them this evening. But I missed one as he was going up the tree, and he ended up dumping off in a hole and then poking his head out to look at me. And then I got one right there as I was about to come out of the woods. I figured most of them were in a tree by then, but he ended up jumping right out in front of me, kind of happenstance, and I put a quick shot on him because I was so close. Didn't want him to spook before I got a shot, and missed the first shot, and the sun gun just stayed still, and ended up getting him that second time. But it was a beautiful evening, though. It was cold, high pressure, bluebird skies. Had some geese fly over right there right there at dusk, and it was a beautiful evening. A whole lot of squirrels in there, so I'm probably gonna be back in there as soon as I can. I got a couple things coming up these next few days that may keep me out of the woods, but the next chance I get, the next day like this I get, I'll be right back in that spot. So probably just gonna fix these up, dress them, and age them in the refrigerator for a few days, and then I'll probably vacuum seal and freeze these and save them for a later date. But either way, had a lot of fun this evening. This is the things that you do when you've had a back surgery and you can't really deer hunt, and you're just kind of waiting for turkey season to come around, and you're waiting to go fishing in the spring. So it's kind of just what you do, just fill your time. But I'm starting to have a lot of fun with squirrel hunting. I haven't squirrel hunted this much since I was a kid, but I'm enjoying doing it with the 22 as well. It's a little bit more sporty. You got to kind of have a strategy about it, not just rush in there, send them up a tree, and throw a shot at them with a shotgun. So I'm having some fun doing it. But anyways, I'll let y'all go. Tired of talking to you anyways. With my limited amount of squirrel cleaning and killing, a trick I've learned to having squirrels that don't put a lot of hair onto the meat is gosh, a big old joker, is to dip them down in water so it kind of lays that fur down as you're working with them. Some people will dip theirs in boiling water, from what I've seen, and then you can just kind of like peel the fur back before you skin them. That way there's no hair whatsoever. But it's hard to skin these things without getting a little bit of hair on it. But I mean, you can pick it all off if you're meticulous and want to. But either way, and then I'll show you the next step here. Okay, so I probably should have snipped them before, but it doesn't really matter. So what you want to do is get some good shears, take them at the wrist, pop it. Take them at this wrist, pop it. You're doing that for all 4 limbs. Then you're gonna do the tail. And some people keep the head on them. I don't. But I like to get it right behind the shoulders, or right just up from the shoulders. So I don't really want to fool with too much of that. I'll try to shoot them in the head. So, golly, my stuff needs to be sharpened. Alright, what you want to do, take a knife, preferably a sharp one, but you want to make a little incision on the back, and right now I'm just sort of pulling back the hairs, that way I can kind of get to the skin without doing a whole bunch of sawing on the hair and getting it down in there. It's about impossible to clean these things without getting hair on it, at least for me.
All right, you don't really want to cut into the meat back there, but you just want to kind of start to open it up. Okay. And probably going to need to make another incision on the belly, but you can do that later once it gets to it if you need it. All right, just kind of want to get it to where you can get your fingers in there. That's what I'm trying to do. This is a big old squirrel right here and got a little tough skin. But you want to be able to hook them in right there and pull it apart like that. Sometimes they don't want to all come out at once. But you just kind of got, golly, look at the fat on that squirrel right there. Huh. I always get on this side. When you got that left, I kind of hook my finger through the tail hole and grab a hold of the first side. And just go down with it right there. So there's your skinned squirrel. Okay. And what I like to do from here is kind of open those hips up, take the tip of that knife, split them down the pelvis, and then you hear it pop, you kind of want to pop it open. Now this knife ain't near as sharp as it should be, and I ought to be whooped for that, but you just want to kind of start an incision down there, and for the love of all good, you don't want to bust the gut sac, so just be real gentle. Just the tip of the knife, as you can see right there, is in there. I didn't hit any guts. Now I'm in the rib cage. You just kind of want to go up the middle and just bust it, and then you're going to open it up, and that diaphragm is going to want to hold on. Okay, you got your heart, your lungs, your liver, your stomach, and then you got all your intestines. So right behind the heart, you'll be able to feel there's a little cord in there. That's the esophagus. You want to get your fingers in behind it, and you want to pull all of that gut sac down. So if you pop his hips open enough, when you get to this point, you ought to be able to just run your thumb down through there and clean the thing out. And there'll be a little bit there at the end that you got to sort of hold up and cut out. I'm gonna get all this fat because I don't know if anybody likes it, but I'm almost certain squirrel fat's not gonna be it. So just sort of clean it out, make sure there's no, I love a loud truck. That was sarcasm. But anyways, I'm cutting this fat off of here now, just kind of cleaning it up. And that's what you get. You get a completely clean, you open it up, you can rinse it out, but there's nothing in there that's bad. Got a little dirt on it. But we're going to do more of a rinse job here in just a minute. But that's how you skin a squirrel. That's how I skin a squirrel. I'm sure there's more than one way to do it. So either way.